Welcome back to Championship Sunday.
Hello and welcome.
Reba hits a deadly low reverse, defended by Wu, who's going to swing with her right hand.
Wow.
A soft touch from Plett. That's a double. Oh my gosh, that may be the best rally we've seen.
This is just sportsmanship.
Can't look at him, I'm going to cry.
You know, sensei to student relationship.
Nice up from Rahul, and Hinkle sets him, and it's a good pull. Everton with a set. We've an area lefty on two! Should bode well for offensive holds, and like you said, Picone had a bunch of aces early in the game. They were up by quite a few early, so if they're able to have that same kind of pressure and continue to keep offense clean, they could push Hui and Gross to a third game, certainly. But we see Gross and Hui, they feel right at home standing on this net. If they win, they'll get to stay here and play the finals. So they're just trying to get situated for the next hour or so if they have their way.
Fun fact about Ryan, he was in London with us for a while in 2019. And pretty sure that's some of the first times we had seen a cut serve and it blew us away.
Yeah, that's Ryan Gross was studying abroad while he was at university.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember seeing a couple of clips of him doing some various cut serve challenges on social media. So he's been playing for a little while, and now he's got the reverse cut serves in his arsenal as well. So like you said, got to see some of those today in person.
Yep.
But yeah, great to see a blast from the past. Not only do we have Europeans coming over the U.S., but some Americans have been abroad, sharing the growth of the sport, just advancing other countries too in advance of some more really exciting international competition. So Picone gets the ball to start game two. Ooh. Bit of a scramble to get that touch on the net.
Ooh.
And a little bit of a collision there with Picone and Gross on the back end of that point.
Yep.
And I believe the observer signaling that it looked like Picone may have hit the no-hit zone, but the immediately preceding infraction was a hinder by Ryan Gross, who prevented Picone from getting out of the no-hit zone.
Yep.
So just a simple infraction. Going to be a loss of point for Gross there, and 1-2-3 put away with a little more detail than most of us might care to know from the officials. Yeah, Picone starting off the way he started off game one.
Yeah. That's tough to receive.
And faking once, twice, three times, and then just going with the left. If you could hit that lefty serve, would you just cut to the chase, Ruth?
Yeah, I personally hate fakes. Because I move when the ball is thrown up, right?
Sure.
So often I don't think fakes are necessary. However, having played Will and some other players, they definitely can lead you astray with their fakes. So it's obviously working for them.
So for those keeping score at home, that is Ruth doesn't like to use fakes herself, but they work very well on her. So if you ever see Ruth Troughton at around a tournament, just know she won't fake you out.
Me.
She won't fake you out, but you can fake her out. She's very generous that way.
Get rid of the fakes. Oh, that's a good run there by Karah.
Yeah, just a step or two shy.
Yep.
Getting the dig.
Still feel like Karah's getting into this game a little. Not seen her at 100% yet.
Yeah, had one or two miscues on hits in game one.
It's a good serve. There
Wow, great recovery. It wasn't the cleanest first touch, but she was able to hustle to net and get around the ball in time for a good put away.
Yep.
Great hustle. So the early split goes the way of Pierson Picone. But when Ryan Gross has the ball, splits don't mean much of anything. Ridiculous sequence there.
Wow.
Going to break that down. A really good first touch here from Gross as he slides into the lefty pole. Clean set from Hui, but it's just a drop on from Gross, and then Picone with a nice push drop to close out the hold. Couple of just offsets initially, but Pierson able to get a good center there for the last one to get the hold. Usually it comes down to the first person to get a good set is going to win the point for their team.
Yeah.
Because all these hitters are so talented.
Yeah, ideally Ryan would have hit that ball instead of drop it, but I think the set was just a little off, so he kind of played it safe and was punished for it. 2 rims.
And Hui looking to apply some pressure. Now to Pierson. Steps out. But a clean touch and a great backhand put away from Pierson.
Good composure there.
Yep. Pierson in a wide stance here. Pivots out and it's rim on the first. Looking to add to the advantage for Pierson Picone. But it's high on the second. So we stay within 1 now. Relative to Will Picone, how many Will Picones is Ryan Gross in height when you see Will in his athletic stance here? Is it 5?
Maybe 6.
Okay. Oh, well, Will's turning 6 this year, so
well,
happy early birthday to Will Picone, turning 6 later this year. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe 20. One of the two.
Same.
Yeah. But a great break there. And tries to open up a lefty. Good recovery. Gets it to Pierson's right hand, but Hui is in the pull spot. A weak lefty pull, though. And Pierson sets it back to Picone. Unable to get it across the net. Those recovery sets, as we said, so critical to winning the point here. As Hui here with a left. A bit of a miscommunication. Pierson also wanted the ball, and all of a sudden she's now got to make the set instead. Even if it's something mechanically that Pierson has that set for, mentally, knowing you're going for the first touch and all of a sudden you have to now gather for the second set instead of yourself running back to net in those microseconds is so impactful.
Yeah, and that set has to be perfect. And ideally over the other side of the net so you have a bit of momentum to run.
Oh, it's the best feeling. Best feeling in the game to run across the net and hit it back where you came.
Okay. Wasn't sure if that was hard.
Ryan Gross sends that ball back to the spike ball factory. Back to where it came from.
Now they have a 2-point lead.
Great reverse on Pierson. Keeps it so low. Pierson, again, in Ryan Gross terms, he's about 10 Katie Piersons tall for Ryan Gross. So keeping it under his shoulder there, super impressive. And they want to take a break to talk. It's going to be an 8-5 timeout for Pierson Picone. Down a game, now down quite a few points after pretty much the same story as game 1. A little bit of an early lead. What do Pierson and Picone need to do here to just reset?
Sorry, was that a question?
What do they need? What do they? How do they reset?
They just need to be a little bit more clinical. Have some confidence, have some composure, because that's I think what Ryan and Karah have. Complete composure.
Sure.
And they're just finishing the ball well. They're defending well. Yeah, it's just margins. They need to take it back to simple round net.
Yeah, that long rally ahead for the break. If that's just a little bit further, all of a sudden that saves 1-2 of these past few breaks, and it's a very different game. But instead, the Ryan Gross break train trying to continue along its journey. And that serve just under Picone's shoulder, it looks. So another break now, up 4. Not what you want to see coming out of a timeout for Picone and Pierson.
Yeah, seems the timeout did not ruin Ryan's groove. Great dig.
Yeah,
Ooh.
those drops from Gross have been wild,
Gross.
but it looked yeah, have been just rude. It looked like Pierson's hit there was called a no hit zone violation, unable to get out of the no hit zone while making that drop shot herself. But
I'm pretty sure it hit the net twice as well.
With the wind today though, some of Gross's drops have actually been stopping.
Shoot.
Just at the rim.
The wind has his advantage.
Exactly. Just to challenge the players that much more. I saw one earlier in the round of 16 or quarterfinals, I believe, where Gross hit the ball upwind, so the ball was getting pushed back from where the server hit it. And when Hallie Rogers went to receive it, as he drops another ace, it's just unreturnable. The ball is actually under the rim almost when he's hitting some of these drops.
Back under
it's
the rim.
ridiculous.
Wow.
So now he's serving with a crosswind. It's left to right for Gross. So I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out a left-handed serve to try to hit the cut with the wind, so it pushed even further away from Picone.
I wouldn't be surprised. Wow, strong lead here, 12-5. How did that turn so quickly?
He started serving at 4-5, Ruth. That was an 8-point run. 8 breaks in a row for Ryan Gross.
Yeah.
When you say how, I don't have an answer for you. I just know that it was 8 points.
It's a mystery.
We'll have to watch back the tape to see what went right for him.
Okay. Oh.
And what went right for Picone on that serve, just matching the pace and power on that cut for an ace. So he gets set. Off-net set, so Picone's able to find it on defense, but the set back is weak from Pierson. It's off-net. And Hui gives chase. Oh, the ball nearly bounced back on the net on the set from Gross.
That was amazing.
But a great read here from Picone, able to get the ball high and far. And Hui not able to get a set from Gross.
Yeah,
a missed opportunity for Gross to save that hold.
Yeah.
They still nurse a 4-point lead here, 8-12 in game 2. So not too down about losing one break there. But a good left from Picone. And another touch. Pierson tries to find him, but he's unable to traverse no hit zone.
Yep.
Interestingly, he actually rotated his body towards where the set was coming from versus getting across from Pierson. Maybe not sure if the ball was going to reach the net, and all of a sudden he finds himself playing an over-the-shoulder set, can't find the hit.
Yeah, I feel like he maybe committed to the wrong side of the net a bit too early there.
Picone got 2 breaks back there, and with those 2 breaks, Hui takes one away to keep the lead at a 6-point margin. We see Pierson just waving at that ball as Hui takes the inside, but looks like she's going to maybe hit it to Pierson's left and then still pulls it to the right. Such a good use of angles. And speaking of a use of angles there, well set up from Pierson. Picone looks good on the backhand flick.
Yeah, decided to play that first serve there because they're obviously respecting Karah's serve.
Yeah,
she has a strong second.
All these players demand quite a bit of respect, or command quite a bit of respect.
Yeah.
I hope they demand it too.
Demand and command.
Almost a knee block back on the net from Pierson, but instead it hits the ground. Now 15-9 for Gross on the serve. Opts for another drop. Picone gives chase, but it's too high and far. That's a downwind spike for Gross. And another break now, 16-9 rotating here. Just 5 points away from a berth to the finals. Back-to-back weekends they'd be in the finals.
Yeah, that was great defense by Ryan and Karah. I feel like they shut off the push option because that would have just gone straight to Karah. So she pulled it, and Ryan was there. So they've done well. And
just the craziest reverse cut there from Gross. Ridiculous. That stayed under Will Picone's knee. And for those of you who remember, Will Picone, not the tallest person.
And only 5 years old.
Yeah. Another good rip from Gross. Might have been inside rim, though. Just clipped on the way in. Pierson disagrees. Yeah. They send that to observers who signal it was a rim, so we go to second serve now for Gross.
It's a good receive.
Oh, a fantastic, softer reverse cut there from Gross. Just a little change of pace. And yeah, like you said, Pierson all over it, gets a clean left hand on it. A 10-17 deficit, so if they can manage to hold the rest of the way, they'll need just 6 more breaks after that first one.
If there's anyone can do it, it's probably Will Picone.
Now stepping right for a reverse cut. Gross
Great
able to pick it up, and a backhand push.
So simple.
Too many options there. What a good set by Hui.
Yeah.
Making Gross look good.
Yeah.
And now Pierson is going to need a hold. Down 7.
Lips up.
Yeah, great roll up. Use of all the squares on the net. So just as we said, down 6, you're going to need 6 more breaks to tie the game and have a chance to push extra points. Game's, of course, to 21 here. And a finals berth on the line. Great serve down the middle and a backhand flick push. Ooh. Gross returns the favor to his teammate, makes Hui look good with that controlled set. It's all about that. Those angles.
Yep.
And having, especially for players at this level, if you have the ball off center, they're going to crash on that angle and have no problem digging it. We saw it for a couple of the rallies earlier today. Just having fewer options hitting means the defenders are strong enough to get the lined up hit, and then they'll have a center set. Oh,
that's a great left.
And another great set for Pierson.
Yeah.
Gives Picone enough time to not only get up from the set, but then run, or for the first touch, but run back to the net and get a clean low put away, pushing it in the gap. Wow.
Hanging on.
So Picone goes again. 13-19 now. His last serving rotation for the match. Doesn't want to leave Pierson with too tall a task to get 6 breaks herself.
Wow.
So he gets one there.
A second serve. That is ludicrous.
Yeah, absolutely has to have that.
Yeah.
See, he's setting up with an interesting stance, looking like he's left-handed with his right foot over left, but then steps and opens his hips.
90 degrees.
So impressive. Now down only 5. And a miscue, so they'll reset the point. Steps left again, but it's going to be a righty serve. It's high, but Gross wants to play through the high.
There we go.
And another good backhand push flick from Hui.
Keeps it so low.
Yeah, they haven't been able to answer that backhand, that flick push.
I mean, that has got to be one of the hardest shots to defend. Karah waits for it. Just a flick of the wrist.
And you can see that gap is open the whole way, too. It's way too open. Picone with a no problem there, pushing the ball on a forehand hit through the gap. And now Pierson left with the daunting task of trying to get 5 breaks just to have a chance to force Game 3 against Gross and Hui, the STS Orlando Mixed Division champions. Takes a breath, steps out. And it's well controlled. A good lefty put away, and that's going to be game, set, match for Gross and Hui. They take down Pierson and Picone in the semifinals here of our Richmond Mixed Division Spikeball Tour Series event.
They made it look easy, I hate to say.
Yeah, just incredible ball control here.
Yeah. Even in these conditions, you can probably hear the wind. It's pretty crazy here, guys.
Yep. And it's shaping up to be a crazy finals match. But before we do that, we're going to send you all to a quick break. So grab some popcorn and stay tuned. We'll be right back with Ruth Troughton. I'm Ben Dantowitz. Stay tuned.